everybody, this is fucking Shitty Wizard. Just letting you know I haven't been around for a little while, actually, in person, because I've had a bit of a fucking tooth issue. That's why I've been doing the dank trip, so I didn't have to talk. But I'm back now. Still do a couple of dank trip fucking videos every now and again. It'll be just one of those things I'll continue doing. But today, anyway, what we're going to do, I found some fucking questions online. I'm not really sure of how good questions these are. I really haven't looked at them. But thought I'd fucking ask RoboGirl to ask me the questions, and then I'll answer them. So, here we go.
Are eyebrows considered facial hair?
Yes. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't eyebrows be considered fucking facial hair? They're fuzzy little bits on your fucking face. What else? What else would there be?
At a movie theater, which armrest is yours?
The one to your left. But the one on the other, see, what will happen is, say a row of armrests, you've got like one armrest on each end. So say we've got three, because that's the configuration will be exactly the same for any length. So we've got 3 chairs. So that's 2, 4 armrests, right? So, yeah, 4 armrests. So 3 people sit down. This one has armrest here, this one has armrest here, and the one in the middle has 2 armrests. So the one in the middle, it doesn't work out in any which way you have. It's whatever armrest you get. That's the answer. Whatever armrest you get is your armrest.
If an ambulance is on its way to save someone, and it runs someone over, does it stop to help them?
What it should do, it should leave one first aid paramedic there and call for a second ambulance while the first ambulance goes to the scene. And then the second ambulance, depending on the urgency, they'll probably need another 2 ambulances in a car to drop out a third fucking person. But yeah, surely they'll work something else out like that. Like, drop one paramedic here to look after the guy there, call for a second ambulance while the first ambulance goes to the original scene. They get another guy out with a car with a second ambulance to pick up the paramedic that's at the scene of the first hit, the accident, before they got to the first scene, to take that paramedic to the first scene, the first scene. So it all works out. That may not make sense, but let's have a look at the next question.
Do vegetarians eat animal crackers?
If I was a vegetarian, I would assume that I wouldn't want to eat animal crackers because they're in the shape of an animal. I'm not sure. If you cut a piece of fruit into the shape of an animal, would a vegetarian consider it bad taste to eat it? It's the same question, really. And I think, yes, they probably would.
Why are there no B batteries?
Why are there no B batteries? No, I'm not a scientist. I'm assuming something to do with the naming structure. I don't give a shit.
If a jogger runs at the speed of sound, can he still hear his iPod?
So if a jogger's running at the speed of sound, can he still hear his iPod? Yes. Because it's in his ears, and it would just still remain in his ears. He'd have to be moving at the speed of sound away from it. Away from the sound to actually have any effect, because if it's blasting into his ears, he's not moving away from the sound's sort of with him, and it's already moving at the speed of sound. So no, it wouldn't have any effect. He would be able to hear it, as far as I'm concerned.
If man evolved from monkeys, how come we still have monkeys?
Man evolved from monkeys, why do we still have monkeys? Because man didn't evolve from monkeys. Man evolved from monkey-like creatures. It's as simple as that. That question doesn't even fucking exist. Man evolved from monkey-like creatures, not fucking monkeys.
How do you handcuff a one-armed man?
How do you handcuff one arm man? You handcuff one arm and then handcuff the other part to something else. Like you or a fucking chair or, something else.
When does it stop being partly cloudy and start being partly sunny?
Depends on your outlook.
If a kid refuses to sleep during nap time, are they guilty of resisting arrest?
Yes. Yes, they are.
If you are bald, what hair color do they put on your driver's license?
Clear.
If God sneezes, what should you say?
Well, firstly, which God is it? And usually if God sneezes, considering he's infallible, it means he's failed at something like protecting himself from some sort of dust or something. I wouldn't probably say anything, because I'm pretty sure the last person that accused God of being infallible is in hells, or has been killed, depending on which gods we're talking about.
Is it still illegal to park next to a fire hydrant, even if your car is on fire?
Yes, because you're still blocking the fire truck from the fire hydrant, even to put out your car.
If a bunch of cats jump on top of each other, is it still called a dog pile?
Yes, because it's referring to the stacking method, not the construction of the pile. Because if you stacked a pile of humans, it's still called a dog pile. If you stack a pile of fucking dogs, it's a dog pile. If you stack a pile of fucking ferrets, it's still a dog pile. It's the stacking method, not what's in the stack.
If a baby's leg pops out at 11:59 p.m. but his head doesn't come out until 12:01, which day was he born on?
The day he completely comes out of the vagina. It's got nothing to do with the hands and legs. As soon as he's all out, they call it then. Simple as that. Because he might have something wrapped around his neck or any other number of complications that could get involved. When I was there at the time, when my son was being born, yeah, they call it after.
Do Jewish vampires still avoid crosses?
It depends which story we're talking about and which mythos, really. I would assume yes, because it's a religious icon. I think any form of religious icon that represents some sort of god would possibly work against vampires. But I think the only reason they work against vampires to begin with is because of the Cain and Abel story, maybe. But I'm not a massive vampire person. I've never really fought many vampires, so I can't really tell you that much about them.
If a mime is arrested, do they tell him he has a right to talk?
No, they just shoot him.
In the song Yankee Doodle, is he calling the horse or the feather macaroni?
Yeah, that's rather interesting. It could be either. Really depending on why he's calling it macaroni and what macaroni means. You could probably reverse engineer what he's actually calling macaroni. So if somebody knows why he's calling it macaroni, let me know.
Is there a time limit on fortune cookie predictions?
Yes, soon as you open the next one. So your fortune cookie's fortune will only last until you open the next fortune. Or some other type of fortune event, like Zodiac or something. When you get a fortune told, that fortune then overwrites the fortune from before. So if you got a good fortune and then someone gave you a bad fortune, the bad fortune override the good fortune. That's just how it works.
If vampires can't see their reflections, why is their hair always so neat?
Because they look exactly the way they did their, I don't know, vampires are dicks.
Since bread is square, then why is sandwich meat round?
Because not everybody, actually that's not true, not all sandwich meat is round. You can buy square loaf, chicken, turkey, you can buy square loaf, luncheon, polony, yeah, that's not true.
Do they have the word dictionary in the dictionary?
Do they have the word dictionary in the dictionary? Yes, I would assume so.
Why is it that everyone driving faster than you is considered an idiot and everyone driving slower than you is a moron?
Perspective of stupidity.
Can you daydream at night?
Yes, because it's an act, not the time of day, which inherently creates the title.
Why do they call the little candy bars fun sizes? Wouldn't it be more fun to eat a big one?
Yes, they call them fun sizes to make you feel like you're not getting ripped off.
If ghosts can walk through walls and glide down stairs, why don't they fall through the floor?
Because they only go through things that they want to go through. They have complete control of it, except mechanical control. They have the ability to go through walls. They have the ability not to go through walls. They have the ability to go through floors. They have the ability not to go through floors. They, however, do not have any ability or very tiny ability to move objects depending on how powerful a ghost we're talking about.
Why doesn't the fattest man in the world become a hockey goalie?
Interesting. Somebody should try that.
When atheists go to court, do they have to swear on the Bible?
Yes, but it doesn't mean anything, I'm sure.
Why is vanilla ice cream white when vanilla extract is brown?
Because the vanilla dilutes to a factor that when it makes the colour diluted as well. Well, people, that's all the questions we're going to answer today. If you liked this, let me know. If you didn't like this, fuck you.
Oh, thank you, tasty little man creature.